Hello there, how are you? I am Helen Sadler, your destiny helper, here with you once again. I want to talk to you about some of the things that you've been writing me. And you've been saying, what is going on? I've left, and yet I can't get rid of the narcissist. I'm being stalked, I'm being called, I'm being emailed, especially those of you who have children. I'm being threatened. He's threatened, or she's threatened to take the children. She's threatened to take me to court. And then those of you who are there. Let's talk about the obsession of the narcissist with the supply. And they said it's totally impossible because the narcissist doesn't love the supply, and they don't. And their love in the initial love bombing, they really believe they love you. But that's every new supply. The narcissists believe that they're falling in love over and over and over again with the new supply. And they are protective of that new supply when they're in the love bombing stage. They safeguard the new supply. They become the gatekeeper of that new supply. Because the narcissists finally believe, I finally met the person that I want to love, but they don't know what love is. They have a cognizant recognition of what they think love is. And because there's no errors in that new supply seems perfect because they're just meeting the new supply. The humanity and the mistakes of the new supply have not revelated. It have not come into fruition. So the narcissist is obsessed with that new supply. And then the old supply think, how did that happen? I gave them everything. I did everything for them. And how is it that they went to the new supply? What I wanted after all these years, she's getting. He's getting. It's not that they're getting anything different than what you are getting. It's that the narcissist is obsessed with the new supply. Because the new supply has no fault. The new supply has not been with them long enough. The narcissist live in an alternate reality. So the new supply is the narcissist's reality and not the reality of the supply. The supply think that they found the perfect man, the perfect woman. They think, where have they been all of my life? And the narcissist is thinking the same thing. I've been looking, I've been fighting. I done went through all of these supplies. And every supply that the narcissists connect themselves with, they think is perfect unless there's an ulterior motive. We're going to do a teaching on that. When there is an ulterior motive supply, that the narcissists use different supplies to teach an old supply a lesson because they want to bring in subjection that old supply, which is the prime supply, which is the supreme supply, which is the permanent quote unquote supply. Because there are some supplies that the narcissists, they're going to discard, but they're not going to leave. Because the narcissist has an image that they want to keep. The somatic narcissist, even the covert narcissist, the greater narcissist especially, depending on which occupational realm. If they're in politics, they're in some kind of occupation that has a lot of attention to it, and they're family oriented, then the narcissist don't want that prime supply to leave. He wants the children and the prime supply to stay because they need to look like they're the perfect family man or family woman. And so the narcissists become obsessed with these kind of supplies. What do you mean obsessed? It's not that they're obsessed with love. They're obsessed with keeping because they need to portray the image. And so some supply the narcissist is obsessed with. And so when, like I was talking about, the new supply, they're obsessed with the new supply because the new supplies haven't manifest themselves. They haven't manifest who they really are. So they have no faults. They are perfect. All supply is perfect except the ulterior supply. The ulterior supply that has a motive attached to the narcissist is for the motive only. And it is to bring that older supply back under subjection, to teach that older supply a lesson, because the narcissists work hard during the love bombing to get you to fall head over heels with them. They do everything to get you to love them. They give you gifts. They take you places. They put all their energy in the love making. They put all of their energy in the dating, in the courting. They put all of their energy because their primary goal is to get you to fall so head over heels. Because if they are making you the primal supply and replacement of the primal supply, we're going to do a teaching on that, because it's not easy to replace the primal supply, because the primal supply has been trained. The supreme supply has been trained. The main supply has been trained. And so the narcissists know all the faults, the failures, the in and out of the old supply. And so the narcissists sometimes get caught in the new supply, even the ulterior motive supply. Because remember, the new supply is perfect. The new supply don't have faults, unless the narcissist get you with the fault to teach the old supply a lesson. The narcissists become obsessed. They will stalk you. They will call you, especially if the primal supplier has had enough and they leave. Oh my God. The narcissist will stalk them. The narcissist will stalk gang them. That means they got a massive amount of people hem in on that, because the narcissist is usually a serial cheater, and the narcissist can be cheating with like 15 to 20 people at one time, male and female. And so they will have them to stalk gang you. That means all of these people are finding out where you are, who you're talking to, what you're doing. And they go report to the narcissist, and then the narcissist find out where you are. And then the narcissist starts showing up in places that you know somebody had to know, because you have changed your route. You've broken your routine. You've broken out of the pattern, because you know the narcissists know that, especially when you sustain all kind of physiological, psychological, sociological, financial abuse, and you getting away from it, and finally you got the strength to get out. You got the strength to get away. The narcissist will stalk you. They would do all kind of Facebook pages. You block them on one number, they come up with another number. They got all of these numbers that they keep coming up with, or they go through a family member. The narcissist don't care about sleeping with your mother, grandmother, sister, brother, friend, anything to get back to that primal supply. Because you got to remember, when they got an image to keep, the narcissist even can become deadly with that image to keep, because they would rather hurt you than them to get into that image deformation. And so they stalk you. They use flying monkeys. They're hopefully using the narcissistic fleas that they left behind to get you ruminating, get you dreaming, get you thinking of them, to the point you can't take being without them. That's why the narcissist becomes your primary source. The narcissist becomes your God. The narcissist want to become your everything, because when you make the narcissist everything, you can go without them for a little while, but you end up being hoover back in, or you do a hoover to get the narcissist to hoover you to come back, because you're not used to being without them. That's why the narcissist pattern everything. They get into a routine of everything. The narcissist is very routine. That's why you can clock them. When you know a narcissist, you say, oh, they're going to do this. They're going to act like this. Why? Because they're a pattern. And they know that primary supply. The primary supply have to have enough. I did a video when the supply has had enough. Go to that video, because when the supply has had enough, there's no hoovering that the narcissist can do. There's no stalking that they can do, whether it's game stalking or whether it's just a flying monkey. They do flying monkeys on your job. That's why they'll come on your job. They'll socialize with the people on your job. They'll be nice with the people on your job, because the narcissists know the behavior that they're doing, that you're going to get tired of it. And when you get tired of it, they need a reprieve. They need a bounce back system. And they do that through the stalking. They do that through the flying monkey. They do that through game stalking. They do that when narcissists flees. They're hoping that what they have patterned in your life has a long-term effect on it. Yes, the narcissist can be obsessed with new supply, primal supply, because there is a goal with that primal supply. That primal supply has been broken in. It's like if you buy a $1,500 pair of shoes and you put your foot in that real leather, their eel skin or the snake skin, and what happened, you find that it's the right size, but your feet got to acclimate to that new material. And you got to break it in. And sometimes the breaking in can be very uncomfortable, because when the narcissist is breaking in the new supply, it's a lot of energy for the narcissist, no matter what. No matter what grade they are, no matter what school they are, it is a lot of energy. That's why initially you got the testament of the narcissist putting in a lot of energy into you, because it's a lot of energy that they got to put into you to connect you to them the way you need to be connected, where you won't disconnect when they are outsourcing themselves, when the masks fall off. You are still hanging in there. Primal supply. He's obsessed with you. Primal supply. She's obsessed with you. You're primal. You're not regular supply. You took a lot of investment of that narcissist's time, their mind, their emotions. They had to fight themselves emotionally when you would take them to places that nobody ever took the narcissist. They never experienced what they're experiencing with the primal supply, because they're in and out. And the primal supply is long-term. They will marry the primal supply. They will move in. They will move them in with the primal supply. They will spend years with the primal supply, because that primal supply has a source in them of being traumatized, trauma-bonded, and breaking that nobody else have. And yet there's a strength that calibrates the narcissists themselves with the primal supply. It's not that they want always the weak supply. They want strength, because the narcissists transfer over all of your good qualities to themselves. And they want those good qualities, and they want their negative qualities to exchange to you. So you start acting more like the negativity of the narcissist, and the narcissist start acting like the positivity of the supply. Because the supply, when they lose themselves, they daze off, they go into a fog. Look at the narcissist looking like the supply they met. That's why they meet you in strength. They meet you in power. They meet you financially astute. They meet you in confidence. And they work on you till all that leaves. And when it leaves, they lock. They lock you in the cell, because you're the primary supply. And the primary supply showed them they got the ability to keep something, because they lose everything. The narcissists have lost themselves. They don't know who they are. That's why they can easily transform to the alternate reality. That's why they can easily transform to the alternate world. That's why they can look at a movie and become that character. And then you're thinking, wait a minute, that character is familiar. Then you look at a movie, that's a narcissist. They took the character of a movie character, and they're playing it out in their everyday visual. Because the narcissist, they never learn who they are. Why? Because they're hidden within themselves, and within themselves have been shut down. So they're like a robot. They're like an android. They're learning through communication of knowledge imputed into them. And the knowledge that is imputed into them becomes their system of operation. And you're saying, why don't he leave me alone? Why don't she leave you alone? They can't, because you took part of their identity. Who they are is in you. And when you left, part of them left. No, they don't love. They have to exist. And the positive aspect of you help them in their existence. Because the mask fell off and you like, what? What is this? You thought you got someone else. But the truth of it is, the person you think you have is not in existence. That is not a real person. That is a fabrication of what you wanted it to be. That's why the narcissists, when they was love bombing you, they found out your criteria. They found out your desired description, and they became everything you wanted them to be. And guess what? That went inside of them, soaked and absorbed, and they tried to be that while they stripped you from becoming that. The narcissist cannot handle your strength. They cannot handle your confidence. They can't handle your excellence. They cannot handle your success. They're very competitive, very jealous. They want you to feel guilty and demeaning. That's why immediately after the love bombing, you go immediately in a devaluation system. But you now emotionally attached, legally attached, financially attached, or you done had babies and they're involved. You can't just leave because the baby is theirs too. And a lot of times that's how they stick you. They want you to get pregnant immediately. Narcissists want you to marry immediately. You can meet a narcissist and the narcissist want to get married yesterday. Y'all been together for a week. And the narcissist say, I love you. I never met anybody like you. I don't ever want to be without you. Marry me, please. Don't leave me. I don't know what I'll do without you. I've been looking for this all of my life. And guess what? At first, the narcissist mean it. It's almost like a role play. I've been looking for you all my life. And the narcissist don't want to lose. And then you make a mistake. And they think, you are just like the others. You are no different than what I left. Oh. And they go into devaluation. The idolization is over. The love bombing depends on where you are in it. Still commence. But it can go from platinum, gold, down to brass, down to wood. I did the different types of love bombing. Go to these videos. Look at them over and over and over and over and over again until light ignites in you, until something wake up in you. Don't stop listening to them. Even when your mind says, I'm tired of all these videos, listen to them anyway. Because when you have an obsessed narcissist with the supply is actually endangered because nobody will ever have you. And if the narcissist found out you have another relationship, they're going to interrupt that relationship. They're going to bring so much problems, especially if there's children involved. They're going to bring so many problems. And if you go to divorce court, they're going to drag it on and on and on and on till you get out all the money. Then they hit you. And they want the kids even though they don't want the kids. Anything for your happiness, they want. Anything that brings you pleasure, they want. Because the narcissist is obsessed with new supply and primal supply. Know what you're dealing with. You say, I had no idea. Of course not. None of us did. How could you? They act regular. You never had a relationship like this. And those of you that have had constant narcissist relationship, you got to demagnetize that frequency. You got to stay away long enough to demagnetize for you to become whole so you can draw what you are instead of drawing what you've been through. Can the narcissist be obsessed with supply? You better know it, baby. Your bottom dollar, they can. Because they have a goal. And the goal is to appear like a family man, a family woman. Because their occupation requires such. Or the narcissist can't stand loss. And if you leave the narcissist, that is a narcissistic injury. That, my fellow man, my fellow woman, is dangerous because a malignant narcissist, if they make threats, know that they plan to act up on the threat. They usually try to make their threats good. When the narcissist says, I'm going to kill myself, it's superficial suicide just to get you back. When they say that I'm going to go to counsel, it's superficial just to get you to come back. Those are hoovers. Once you leave, stay no contact. To rumination leave, the dreams leave, the guilt leave, and the obligation leaves. All those things have to leave, and you have to work through each one. The guilt, rumination, dreams, obligations. His obsession with you is not your responsibility to comply. It's your responsibility to stay no contact and to grow. Get a parenting plan if children are involved. Stick to the parenting plan. If there's been abuse, get a hard copy of the abuse. And if you have a record, then if there's a parenting plan, supervised vision can be supervised meetings can be accessed, where there has to be someone there with the narcissist, and the narcissist can't be with the children alone. But you got to have hard copies, whether something is done or not. You make enough reports, it's on record, and it will stand in the court of law. I hope this has helped you. And as we go on, I will constantly make more videos. And I'm doing live videos, so make sure you subscribe. So when I come on live, on Friday, my daughter and I was on YouTube together talking about this. Oh, there is a variety of things that I have planned for us family. So I need you to subscribe. I'm getting ready to do another video because you're requesting me to do it on the empath and the super empath, how they fight the narcissist. And then we're going to do schools of narcissists and equate them with the schools of empath up to the greater narcissist and the greater empath. And what is supernova? We keep talking about that. I want to tell you the strength of it from the inside perspective. So make sure you subscribe. And when I come on these different portals, you will be the first alert. Also, I am on Patreon. Patreon.com. Go under Helen Sattler, Destiny Helper. Become a partner with me. $30 a month. Come on. That's only a couple of whoppers. If you would just join with me, $30 a month on Patreon. A lot of things I do for my partners, I don't do for everybody. My partners get me in a special way. If you would like that, I want you to join with me. And I would love for you to be a partner with me. Go to patreon.com and look for creators. And I am Helen Sattler. And when that comes, $30 a month. I love you to life. And I will see you on the next video. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the page. Make sure you subscribe so you can come on the different portals. Make sure you partners and you will have me personally. God bless you. I'll see you on the next video.